Okay, and that's how it printed out for my memory planner. So we have 2 weeks to complete. So we'll do this one first and then this one second. And you could even see here, I added that filter of Vivid on this one for my iPhone, and I didn't of this one because it's a little bit on the darker side, but it's okay. These are the small memories on the day-to-day things that we want to document. And it does not, I will not reprint it. It doesn't drive me that bonkers not to have it done that way. So I pulled out some sticker books that are in my stash. I have spring florals, which I do kind of love. Like, don't get me wrong too. You got to remember, guys, I live in Florida. I don't see snow ever. And the coldest it gets here, it's like 50 degrees and you still have flowers and stuff. So for me, I can use my pretty flowers and be good. So I'm thinking, what are my folders? I guess I always try to look at my images to my photos. So I'm liking like something like that coloring. That could be lovely. And then maybe with this one, see, very fun. That's pretty too. Oh, yeah, that one too. Okay, we'll use that one with this. Let's do this one with this. And then I have this large one here just for a title piece of some sort. So that one's okay. Let's get creating. These are the two layouts for the video of part 1. This is part 2, the 2 collages that we created. I hope my explanation was lengthy enough and detailed enough to give you a lot of the information I get via questions on my videos. And I know it was a little lengthy compared to other videos, and I could have made it much more concise, but I always feel like I'm talking to my friends when I'm doing these videos. So if it was a conversation that a lot of the questions that came up again, I wanted to be thorough as I could. I also hope seeing my phone and doing the collage in that app was helpful as well, because those are the ones I always use. I do a collage, and that way I get my smaller photos and print on 4x6. So I hope part 1 was educational and having a lot of facts and where I get my supplies and the apps that I use is everything I hope that you took from the video. I'm sorry the footage is also a little slanted. It does change over. I must have knocked it when I lifted up the cutting board from the desk, and then I think I looked down at my camera and noticed, like, oh my god, it's been wonky. But I'm glad I still had some of the work still in view. So I am using the sticker books, the ones from Live Love Posh and or Cal of a Planned. Live Love Posh, I do have the most sticker books from, along with Happy Planner ones. They are always just my favorite. I love Happy Planner ones when it comes to having like a theme book, but the Live Love Posh florals, if you are a floral girl, they are my favorite. I don't know, like, she comes out with new ones like regularly, like maybe like a quarterly thing. So you'll find something that you like. And she does seasonal ones too. So if like you like more of the winter tones or the fall tones, she has those. But I love always the spring and summer ones. I think I've mentioned I live in Florida, so I can use everything year round. And so for me, when I'm doing my layouts too, I try to always make them obviously have like I always call them like photo clusters, or just clusters in general where the eye can travel to. Sometimes I will individual each cluster like I did on this spread, which was totally fine, and just having like a little bit of a flower or something with it. Other times I kind of group them together, as you've seen on other flip throughs. I've done layouts where I do all my photos across the top or all across the bottom. And so that just depends on how many photos you have, what stories you want to tell. I always kind of make it my priority to tell a little something about each photo. In case maybe one week I only have 4 photos, then those are the weeks that I'll be a little bit more heavier on journaling. But all of it, kind of ebbs and flows. I also try to have a title piece, like a larger word or some sort of title. I always call it title for my layouts. It's just also, I think, like a scrapbooking thing, like I always need a title. So I think I come back to this one. I don't know if I chose it, but this one does get one. And then the second layout, you will soon see that I believe I select the title rather first, and that way it's already kind of on the page. So I got this one that just says just begin in a black outline, and that was from a Happy Planner one, Happy Planner sticker book. So for the next one, so those were Live Love Posh and Happy Planner, and then this one I do believe I use the other girls, the Keleva Plan ones. We'll see what I'm doing in a moment. So I believe so. Also in this one, I had photos. So don't get me wrong, this footage is from last month because I had filmed everything and then never edited it together. So I know you've probably seen memory planning videos already recently for other weeks. So these have been done and photographed, and then just about editing the videos too. Editing takes a while sometimes, especially when your footage is very raw. So like in the other video too, with me talking a lot, you know, I always know, like when I'm talking and I say something incorrectly, I pause and then restart whatever I was saying more smooth or correctly. And so I need to listen throughout my whole footage to know where those breaks were in order to cut them out so that you don't see all of my bloopers. See, so here's my approach right now, where I'm just lining up my photos, kind of like I always call this layout, like bookending them, and that way it's just automatically symmetrical and balanced, and I can work with that. Here I am again. I think these are Live Love Posh still. See, I told you they're always my favorite. She does great, blooms and florals. I might actually go visit her website again and just go take a peek at what's available in the store, because I don't think I've purchased them in a while. And I'm also using a lot of these stickers too in my book journal. I've also been using these in my regular journal. They're just really pretty. And no, this is not sponsored. I'm not on her design team or anything. Just a loyal customer. And so I do select a title saying Living My Happy Life that is also still from the Happy Planner. The pink just worked perfectly with the pink florals that I was already working with. So since I occupied some of that space, you can see me kind of rearrange my photos so that they are grouped together. Excuse me, so sorry. So they're grouped together. You can also see me using a lot of whiteout. Like, that's why I think I like the vertical, because it's at least a little bit easier to white out like this simple grid that's on the paper. When you're using the horizontal one, it's pre-lined, so it's a lot more to erase if you're ever doing like an open layout where you just want to have like clusters like this. I've done the horizontal one too. It works great, especially if you are definitely more journal heavy, because I felt it always lended to that, because it really didn't need a picture in those breaks. So I've done both layouts. Both are great. Just pick a journal and start documenting, and start today. I also, if you wanted to start this project, and when I'm talking right now, it is already March. Even if you have a journal, a planner, start today. Start with this month. Don't try to go back too much. It's okay if 2 months are blank. If you remember my journal from last year, my planner was blank for June, July, and August. It just happens, and it doesn't, matter at this point, because you just start now. I always just encourage anyone that wants to start some sort of memory keeping, start with today's memories, today's stories, today's photos on your camera roll, and that is perfect. Just begin. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, my friends, so I hope this answers a few of your questions as far as what supplies you'll need to get started and how I go about collaging my photos for my memory planner. I just used a lot of sticker books today. I keep the bulk down as long as possible. You have seen me on other layouts on my channel when I start using scrapbook paper and ephemera bits, but remember, when you add scrapbook paper, that is cardstock, so that is how your pages will get bulky very quickly. So in these examples, I've just used sticker books. So start there in case you are brand new and want to know what to buy first. Start with the sticker books. And the whiteout helps, or the corrective tape helps. You saw me use it plenty to X out lines so that you don't see the lines through your stickers that are on clear paper. You need scissors, double-sided tape, and then you saw me audition out when I showed you all of the pen inks that I have. So I think I'm going to go with this like fuchsia purpley color. For this one, it kind of picks up this color. And then on the next page, I could have obviously go with pink, but this green one, picks up the foliage quite nice. So I'll do green ink on this one and then pink on the other one. And that way it has fun ink colors like I've done on the past ones. Let's see, anything else? I think that'll wrap it up. By all means, if you have any questions still, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to, discuss anything further in case you need more explanation. And until next time, please subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit this bell notification so you'll know when I upload videos. And I do make them quite obvious what each video will be. So it'll definitely say memory plan with me if these are the ones that you like and want to watch. There should always be at least 2 per month because I'm doing it bi-weekly. And that way there'll be plenty of process videos here on my channel for you. Thank you as always. And until next time, everyone. Bye.